Why don't you come on up? I wanted to chat with you. Hey everybody, I've got 4 things today, and the first one is a question. What the heck am I gonna do with this hay? So this bale of hay has been here since we moved. It came with the barn on the property. And overall, it seems like it's in decent shape. But to be honest, I don't know how old it is. And frankly, it smells a little bit like cat pee. Now this is a lot of hay, and I've got to do something with it because I'm clearing this barn out once it gets colder anyways. And I don't necessarily just want to throw it all away. Now I could use it in the chicken run, but I'm hesitant to do that because I don't know if it's safe to give animals moldy old hay. So short of burning it all away, I think what I'm going to end up doing is using it as a kind of mulch, a ground cover. There are places on my land that are just kind of arid and dry and not healthy soil, and I think just adding a layer or two of hay might make them a little more amenable to organic growth. So I guess the real question is it okay to use bad hay as mulch? I guess I'll find out. Number 2, you might remember the bird feeder that I hung up the other day. Well, so far no birds have deigned to come visit it. I even threw some seed on the ground to try and get them to come out here. Nothing. There's still a bunch of bird seed and no birds to eat it. If anyone has any ideas about how to attract birds to a bird seeder, I am all ears. Number 3, I wanted to do a quick public service announcement about chickens. Here it is. Guys, chickens are not complicated. Chickens are easy. Recently, I had a friend reach out to me watching the channel, seeing my progress with the chickens, and just saying, Sean, I'd love to get into chickens, but I don't know if I have the time to devote. There's so much stuff you need to do to manage them. Well, I'm here to tell you, there really isn't. Once you get the chickens set up, out of their brooder and into their living situation, they're pretty much hands-off. As you saw in the opening montage in the video today, that little morning routine I did, giving them food, giving them water, opening their door, that's about all I'm doing with the chickens lately. Granted, you do have to get things set up, but you don't necessarily have to build a fancy chickshaw like I did. You can buy a used coop from somebody. You can go to Tractor Supply or something and buy a pre-made coop. And once you give them a coop, once you give them some land to roam on, it's just a matter of feeding them, giving them water, waiting a few months until they're ready to lay eggs. There's also the matter of the brooder when they're young, they're chicks, but guys, that's really easy to do. You can keep them in a cardboard box with some wood chips at the bottom. I'd say keeping chickens is probably less work than keeping fish in an aquarium. There is so much content here on YouTube about how to effectively raise chickens, from hatching all the way to culling, their whole life cycle. So if you have some land, even if it's just a little yard, and you've been wanting to try chickens, but you're a little hesitant, I say take the leap. You might be surprised at how easy they are. Number 4, I wanted to give a special shout out to my friend Nate Kraemer from the YouTube channel, The Kraemer Life. I'll include a link to it here. Go check it out. Now, I actually met Nate at the Justin Rhodes chicken processing workshop that I went to last week. He filmed his own experiences. I'll link to that particular video as well. Definitely worth a watch. And I had a chance to talk to him and kind of get his story. And I'll tell you what, it is a fascinating journey that he's on. Recently, him and his wife started traveling the country in their RV with their dogs to look for their homestead. Now, if you're looking for a homestead as well, this is must-see YouTube content. It's so informative what they're learning and what they're running into in the search for their land. Now, Nate was kind enough to include a shout out to me and a link to this page from his chicken workshop processing video. So I just wanted to say thank you, Nate. Really appreciate that. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I know things are pretty bonkers in the world right now, but I want you to know that there are places you can go to get away from it all, if only for a few minutes. Until next time, I'll be here at the homestead. Have a good one.